Welcome everyone to RGN here for some more Pro Series 2016 action. Again, this is our European Open qualifier. Some lower bracket matches going on, or one match that is. We got Tempest going up against Singularity. I am Sprawl, joined by Laser Jesus, and I'm excited for this. This is a rematch from our upper bracket. These guys played off in, I believe it was a round of 16. It was a 2-0 win for Tempest. It was Inferno and Mirage, both 16-14, so could have been, again, very, very close. So I assume this is going to be similar. CobbleSTone, I'm excited to see as well, as I'm always a fan, Laser.
Yeah, definitely a different map than the previous two. These two teams have played against each other. It's pretty much a 50-50 in my eyes. It looks like, let me check down real quick. Yeah, close to 50-50 in everybody else's eyes too. And being a much different map than before. I don't think I've seen Team Singularity. What was their previous name? Optimum, maybe?
Optimum, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen both of these two teams on this map. What sticks out in my mind, I mean, namely Fenny from his previous performance, what I've seen him do on this map. But I don't really have much predictions for you, Chad.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tempest just because we saw them versus Leisure in the round of 8. They lost 2-0, but this is the map where they brought it to overtime. Dust 2 didn't look so hot for them. I'm thinking this is their time to shine. But we'll see what happens here as we're live into the pistol round. NSW. Oh man, what a start as he just hops towards the broken wall, taps off a couple heads, and that's going to be a nice start here for the CT side.
Yeah, bizarre aiming from NSW, but hey,
it looked really weird. It looked really weird.
Like his mouse stopped for a second or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he missed his, like, flush a key, something like that. I'm not sure. But they have been stopped towards the B side for the T's. A really aggressive start from Tempest, too. They weren't planning on just holding the broken wall. They were pushing it. There's NSW's body quite far up the hallway. As the T's still trying to split onto this B bomb site. The CT setup playing at a distance, though, so the USP should be able to net them at least one more kill. But they give up 2. That's Basso. He's found himself a USP, and he's bringing the pain towards the bomb site. Only one man left.
Fanny can't get it done. So with quad kill on the pistol round. Excellent work from him. And Tempest, do you see those first couple frags from NSW and you're like, oh man, like what a start. But Singularity, very nice work from them. Them able to bring it back, and there was that flank coming in. They just weren't able to time things. And to be fair, Singularity, I think it was Walter that fell to a player that was just like hopping around inside of that drop room area. Just so difficult to shoot them in the face when they're doing that. So again, good start for Singularity. This is a best of 1. Loser's gonna go home. Winner actually qualifies for the closed qualifier. This is the open one that we're hosting. So obviously if they win the entire thing, they just get right into the Pro Series. But if not, they would at least get into the closed qualifier. Anyhow, moving forward, we will see just kind of brutalization of a round. As not a lot going on in terms of, well, you can see Meko a little bit low. But otherwise, I don't know how much Tempest is going to be able to get done with these final 2 players.
Now, let's see how many of them invested into armor. It looks like 3, based upon the money. So a decent investment from Tempest, and not a bunch to show for it. Zepton, the only guy down. I believe his gun had already been collected. There's a player coming on the flank. Okay, that's one more for Tempest, and now they're cutting in to that economy a whole bunch of Singularity. At least they made what little buy that they did worth it. And of course, that'll play into the first gun round coming up in the round after the next one. And maybe Tempest can just get a few more frags. I expect Singularity to just hit the B-bomb site again, because they really didn't struggle.
Let's see what they decide. Again, not a bad round at all from the Tempest end, specifically in getting those exit frags. I like the way they kind of baited those players towards the one that was walking up the stair set as well, and then it's a bit of a tag team crossfire there. The other one just blindsides them. Anyhow, 2-0. So we'll see the couple MAC-10s still in effect, and that Galil could be impactful. We'll see where Z1 goes with it, heading towards that broken wall area, as we can see. And he might experience a lot of players early. He just jumps into the fire, and that's one way of trying to deal with the players, but so difficult to see players through the fire in the flames as Basso. He clearly had the advantage, apparently, and actually takes down 3. So lots of money on the MAC-10, as, again, it's only going to be 2 of the Tempest members remaining. And we'll see if they can make this at all expensive.
I got a PC-50 and a 5.7, so maybe. NSW on Carnese doesn't want to go forth and collect the weapon, though. And Fenny. It's like all the eco kills are coming at the end of the round. Singularity, I want to do a better job of staying together. But hey, it's an anti-eco round. Everybody's hungry for those eco frags. As Besso, definitely hungry. That's his 4th. He might even find the ace with the Mac 10, and that is a whole lot of additional money. I'm trying to remember who's the opper on the Singularity side. I've seen everybody but Miku. Or how are we saying that?
That's what I went with. If we're butchering it, I apologize, but I think that's how it goes.
Is he new or is he aliasing? Because I feel like I remember everybody else on the Singularity side.
Yeah, let me figure that out. I'll see if he was playing in the last one we were talking about. Give me a moment.
All right. So far, it is Carnese that's wielding the op.
So I think it was Veld or Veldy that we saw on the Singularity side last time. That's
okay.
Yeah. So again, I don't think we've seen him before. Meko?
Maybe a stand-in, maybe a tryout, maybe a new 5th. Not too sure, but so far he hasn't contributed much. To be fair, Besso hasn't needed any help. Now the first gun round. Singularity, not taking anything fast, just getting that map control. And you pretty much see 2 things on the first gun round. It's either a hard B play or teams will open up into a default and try to feel out where that CT side is. We do have a double A setup for Tempest, Z1 and NSW. Very potent duo towards the long area. But Singularity, yet to reveal what their plan is.
Let's see what this turns into. Ooh, Z1. I think he spotted the foot of Besso, but he falls back towards the New Halls area. And, well, not going to receive the action he was looking for. Carnese is still posted with his op towards A as they rotate pretty much everybody over towards the B side. Where the T's, that is. Walter is currently smoked off. And they're going to drop a Molotov inside a drop as well. And it looks like they will fall. Zepton obviously making a lot of noise, so Walter can call that this is the case, but it's Rami to get the first one. Falls back from, I believe he was up on top of the rectangle near tree, so early pick, and, well, not so early, actually. 30 seconds remaining, and Singularity, they got to get a move on.
Yeah, they're really hoping to get the trade onto the rectangle player, but now Tempest, they still have everybody alive in the bomb site, and there's not much utility being thrown in to mask this take from Singularity. They got to get it done with all firepower. There's only one man trying to get the bomb down. Ooh, he's going to fake it, but Walter, he's going all the way around the rectangle. Probably not going to peek it until the tap is made once again, and he's running out of chances. There's the frag onto Walter. Op versus op. Z1, he wants to aggress while the bomb's going down. Ring around the Rosie, and the opper misses. He's going to get one more chance. He needs the no-scope. But that's the first for Tempest.
Nice shot there from Z1. Immediately finds the headshot after the whiff of the T-Opper, and that was in a very, very aggressive way to play it, but that's probably the best way to go about it when you know he has that op, or you just get in his face and see if he can make it work. But I was a little worried considering, like, they both have ops and he's going in with the USP, but again, still makes it work. Nice frag on the round, and Tempest now 1, 2, 3. Critical that they pick up the following. They'll have that op on Z1. And on the T side, Carney's on the Galil, so no op on their end, obviously. But they do have a decent set of utility. Let's see how fast they decide to go. No one's towards A, so it looks like a quick B split.
I think Singularity will do a better job of busting in while the utility is still active this time. Another smoke goes down for the broken wall, and Singularity, they've been allowed out. Often this is the most difficult part, is just getting off of that broken wall. This time Rami will be traded off in Besso. Whenever Singularity have taken this B-bomb site, it's pretty much the Besso show. Hard thing to say, but 3-on-3 as the retake's on its way.
There we go. Fenny taken down. So eventually, Carney's on the flank at top drop, and they know he's here, and he goes down. Cyclone trades in the midst of it, but 1v2. He spots out NSW, puts so much damage into him, but oh man. Handful of bullets that probably could have put him down, but you could even see the bullets where they hit. It was just hitting just a little bit too low. A little bit of the lip of concrete just getting in the way. So anyhow, Tempest able to pick up their second. And yeah, Singularity, their switch up. They try and go a little bit quicker, and they do find the entries. Besso with 2, and I think he's a little, might get a little irritated. He's 11-3 right now, just living the dream, but they couldn't make anything work off of those entries.
They can take something off of that, but Tempest setup towards the B side was pretty soft on the broken wall. Trying to get the player up onto rectangle quickly. And Singularity, how fast is it going to be this time? Cyclone does have a full nade set. And they're inching towards the broken wall area, not peeking it right away. I thought with the utility we might see just a fast drop down burst with a silent flash that pop flashes drop. Singularity is gonna wait out any early nades coming through from Tempest and then begin their take. But already out long is Z1, and that's a lot of intel.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to backstab Carnies there as he was working towards middle as well, and now Z1's going all the way around T-spawn, so much information, and well, I imagine soon enough they'll probably, well, the thing is NSW more or less has to stay towards A only because they didn't clear new halls. He went all the way T-spawn, but hold that thought as they do drop into drop and they try and come out into B. It's only Meko left. Finds 2 heads, so now in a 1v3, but he's only got 34 hit points and he will be taken down by Fenny as he tries to cross to the platform and plant the bomb. So 3-3. Singularity again picking up pistol 2 rounds thereafter, but they've found some bits of success, but not a round since.
Now Singularity, they put the smoke down for the left side of drop and then run through it. Usually, you know, you put that smoke down on the left side of drop to grant yourself access towards the connector. So I think that was just part of the plan. See if you can catch anybody off guard. Not expecting the T's to run through the smoke, but it looks like Singularity like what they saw at the beginning of the round towards B. If they could find those entries again, theoretically, you should be winning the round. If you go 2 for 2 into the B bomb site, then it just comes down to retake, where Tempest have looked sound. Through the smoke one more time. Player opposite, though. Rami full white, but everybody's blind.
Oh,
and
man.
Eventually, Singularity do trade out. No, Tempest shuts him down, and the team kill comes through.
Yeah, that helps out as well, as we can see. And Rami just getting full white. He actually avoided flash pretty good. Z1 coming up on the flank, taking down Carnies, but he avoided a flash pretty good because he was kind of creeping up under the wall, looks back, and he's like, oh no, they're rushing it. And, well, again, he avoids the first one, gets white screened in the end. And eventually, again, that was just so chaotic. The T's end up killing one of their own, and just madness. Anyhow, 4-3. Singularity back on a weak bye here. I got a couple vests to play around with. Carnies, not a heck of a lot, as he will be actually saving. Wants to get a little bit more money, obviously. Pick up that AWP or something to that effect, as we'll see Singularity just nothing too quick here. Just grouping up towards B a little bit. They've got one player, Carnies, on flank patrol, and I'm not really certain what they're going to go for.
The way they're set up outside of drop makes me think they're going to throw the same smoke towards the left side of drop and maybe go connector this time around. Again, last time they tried this, they ran through the smoke towards the bomb site. Maybe alteration. Let's find out here. Busting down towards the drop. The similar smoke goes down, and they just sit and drop. Okay. Neither of which what I expected.
Yeah, you can see Walters watching the B side, and they have 2 players on the connector side. So yeah, Singularity has dropped, but what can they do with it is the question. As you can see, Rami, he's making certain that no one's coming down Broken Wall, and that would be a pretty big tell that they are going to try and split towards B. But Singularity, it looks like they're just trying to camp out, hoping that the CTs get thirsty for information on whether or not they're still in there, or how many are in there. Obviously, at least one still has to be in there, even if they boosted players back.
Kind of trying to play where you drop down is similar to connector on Mirage, or you can just sit there and then take in, like, converge onto a bomb site and hope that the flank becomes a big issue for the CT side. But you rely on getting entries onto the A bomb site to open up that connector area, and with just pistols and no real utility, I don't think it's going to work.
Now, they did find a pick onto the player that was holding in that connector door, but I think that was just kind of odd positioning from Fenny, in that I think he was supposed to be watching that window. He was playing like he was peeking it every once in a while, so it was just a quick timing from Singularity to jump out the window and take down the player. But anyhow, nice hold there from NSW as he put down 3 as they were trying to make it into that A-bomb site. But, ooh, Singularity, this looks like a quick one as they send 4 towards that broken wall early. And we'll see. Basso has been their key entry fragger. We'll see if he can do it again.
One more time, and there he is. Now jumping out towards the broken wall. It's 2 for 2 thus far. Will Tempest stabilize? No, the bomb site has been claimed, and look at the flank patrol. Carnies should end the round right there. Z1 doesn't check it. NSW fails the trade. And Singularity, that's just the volatility, is that a word?
Yep.
Towards the B bomb site. It's 1 round, Tempest hold it very nicely on the quick B play towards broken wall, and then the next round, Singularity just bust out B and trade out effectively.
Yeah, interesting stuff there. And again, Besso only getting the one, but still the entry, right? Like, he's been very effective. At least getting that as he flew out the first one towards rectangle. There we go. Singularity picking that up, and now a bit of a swing round. T's have a little bit of money behind this. CT's not at all. So Singularity just flash after flash. So trying to make it work over onto B as well. Or again, as Besso has made his way out rectangle. He actually runs through a smoke. Fenny puts him down. Carnese with that AWP onto Rami. So trading back and forth, but they are getting the bomb down. Zepton inside a drop is they're only positioning outside of the T side, I guess, if you will, of this bomb site. So now 3-on-4.
Z1's trying to help his teammates out with the op, and SW just now getting into the mix from the drop down. A little lineup. A couple more bullets, probably could have got himself a double kill in the end. But a very soft hold from Tempest. I was in the eyes of Singularity as they're busting out Broken Wall, and there was no nades. There was no mollies. There was a molly thrown at the bottom of Broken Wall, trying to burn anybody jumping down right away. But the smoke wall up, the only fight that the CTs were interested in taking was the player inside of the bomb site. And, like, that's a 3-on-1 from anybody peeking out towards the Broken Wall. If Besso doesn't push through the smoke and run into drop, well, then that's even more control of the bomb site for Singularity. So I don't know if I like that from Tempest, how tentative that was.
Interesting defense. We'll see if they shift it moving into the next gun round. As you can see, they are just full saving here. I think Fenny picked up a P250, but that is the extent of their buy. That is it. So, see what they can get done. A Singularity not doing anything quick, which is not a bad idea at all on the anti-eco. As you can see, they're spread out, making sure no one's pushing anything. They've got a player outside of A middle, and they are slowly shifting back towards B, if any, taking the only bit of damage so far in this round. And looks like Tempest are just going to shift over and just try the A stack. If it pans out, great. If not, maybe they can find exits and connector. Again, the eco rounds that we saw early, all the frags came at, like, the end of the round. So maybe it's just stack a bomb site. And again, if they don't come here, then try and do similar things to what happened to those other ecos.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. As the bomb goes down, we'll see if they do a quick migration. But already set up in connector. The Singularity. Maybe if Tempest rush through and try to trade, or just feed Zepton and Besso, and the rest of Tempest getting cold feet, don't want to rush in and avenge their fallen comrades. As Singularity will survive with 5, likely, and pick up their 6th round. Tempest, 3 rounds lost bonus, still won't have the greatest of buys. And was the lack of nades towards Broken Wall just because they didn't have a lot of utility, or was it just part of that passive plan where they're just allowing the Broken Wall and below to be taken? But I think Tempest would do well to, you know, drop a molly at the front of Broken Wall early on.
All right, so we'll see how the adjustment pans out here. M4 is across. No AWP. Carney's will have his on his end on the Singularity front. So 6-5. Singularity, again, after taking pistol. There was a string 5 rounds in a row for Tempest. Singularity really coming back into their own, and again, best of 1 format, no real room for slow start. So Singularity, good that they're able to bring it back. You can see lack of utility on that CT side, more or less. They're dropping quite a bit towards that Broken Wall just to potentially fend off what could be a quick push, but Singularity, nothing quick this round.
Just another slower default from Singularity. The bomb towards A. Usually when they go for this sort of default, they have it outside of the drop down. So this may mean it's a quicker A play. So thinking about peeking into middle, he doesn't have to worry about an op. Easier entrance into that area if he wants it. The way things are shaping up, it looks like Singularity want to try a split onto this A bomb site, bringing an additional man towards the B side even. Maybe Carney's can find a pick with his AWP. But Singularity, looks like this round will be decided around the 30-second mark.
Yeah, looks like it. As, again, the bomb's still off towards A. NSW again up in that perch spot towards A middle. He's got Fenny watching us long A. But they pressure towards drop. Walter finds one on the hold, but Zepton eventually able to gain control of that real estate. So still 2 towards either side. They haven't fully committed. Well, considering the bomb is still towards A, I gotta assume that that's gonna be the bomb site, and they'll just leave the 1-player connector. He'll try and wrap and pinch at the same time, but they've left themselves no room for mistakes. That being said, it's only NSW towards A. Fenny on his way back, though.
And the connector flank is lost. 15 seconds, and they need the entries into B. The bomb just now joining. Ooh, Fenny will go down, and that gives Singularity a chance. But the post-plant position is non-existent. They're stuck in the bomb site. Rami, he'll collect one onto Besso, but it's up to Carnies and his op. But again, his position known, and Rami just going to put him away. Tempest battling back, but another chance for Singularity to hit Tempest with a hard reset.
Yeah, this is really back and forth, and it might come down to what Tempest is going to show on their T side, as this is usually a bit of a T-sided map. Again, it's usually the teams that we're seeing on, I guess you could say that for every map, but standard, it's usually a little leaning to that T side. So Singularity, of course, they want to try and get the rest of the rounds here, but of course Tempest now tying things up yet again. Not quite a swing round, as Singularity still has a little bit of money behind this, but CTs definitely do not.
Definitely not. Singularity, maybe another quick B play. Last time they left Carnies on the flank, or one of the times, and he dealt with it quite handedly. And yeah, here they come towards B again. This time Tempest putting down some decent nades, really stifling Singularity. They're stuck as they want it. They want to come out the broken wall. This was the plan, to come out quickly, but now halting for the time being. Miku and the bomb still on the other side of the smoke, just ready for any push to come through. So a little audible on the Singularity front. You see what Tempest did with the smokes and everything. They smoke off broken, they smoke off top drop, and if you could just stagger the take, if it's a fast B and you could stop either broken wall or drop down from coming out while the other entrance is being taken, it's a lot easier to hold on the CT side. But this time they block both.
Interesting stuff. Z1 getting aggressive as he's going to peek down that avenue towards the long B part here on broken wall. Echo in a dangerous spot, and he does go down to Z1, but that'll cue the flood into the drop-down area. I don't know if this is going to pan out as Tempest. Like you were saying, there's no both angles to worry about. It's just drop. As the pick came in from that broken wall area, and Rami gets aggressive yet again, takes down Cyclone. Walter onto Zepton. They deal with that drop-down aggression just fine. Carney's now all alone. And with 30 seconds, 1v5, he'll be put away by Z1 as well. So, yeah, Tempest, they're able to, like you had stated, kind of stagger the way that Singularity is pushing out that way. And it works out just fine.
It looks like Singularity struggled to find an audible in that situation. They really wanted to bust into the B-bomb site, but Tempest, excellent usage of the utility. Really keeping Singularity at bay. It's now 5 towards B for Singularity, and I don't think there'll be any halting this time. I think they're just going to run straight through the utility of Tempest and just hope for the best. And that's what's going to happen. Maybe Besso could find some entries again. Let's check the nades. Decent damage and the fire. That's what I was missing before. Now it's slowed down the Singularity take, and they're going to be staggered once more.
Yeah, look at the damage dealt, and again, they have to put the brakes on, and in the midst of it, NSW has moved up aggressively behind. That being said, Rami falls, so that's a bit of the defense going down. Walter fires back. So it's been so good at this B-bomb site, so putting him down is great for that CT side. But 4 on 4, they're going to hop off of the broken wall. They still have drop-down pressure, but again, NSW might put a thorn in their sides as he does flank Zepton. Right as Zepton takes down Fenny, so the trade, but it will come out to be an advantage 3 on 2 for the CTs. So much damage on the Singularity members as they're trying to get any kind of spacing, but NSW should be able to put this away. Actually falls to Meko, and now a 1v2, but Z1 with the pistol eventually able to take it. So Tempest looking good near the end of the half here.
The way the end of the half's going, it looks like Singularity should be thankful they got 6. Once Tempest got that utility, they've shown that they can hold that B-bomb site. Singularity did get a couple of rounds there earlier. Now what do you do if you're Singularity? Tempest shown that they can move and be aware of the rotations. If Singularity want to go with one of the rounds where they bring it down to about the 30-second mark before they commit. The B rush has been stopped, so I think Singularity probably not going to take this last round. Fighting for mid control. Z1 down below. Ooh, spotted out. Will Besso give pursuit? No, they don't want to take the fight with the Opera, even though he just missed one of the shots. But another round for Singularity. I think this one's going to be a long one.
We'll see how this pans out as Rami aggressively smokes down that long B area, and that actually, we'll see if he decides to push any further. He could in theory, but hold that thought as towards long A. It looks like they've decided to put the pressure on. Z1 takes a shot and falls off. Will they expect that NSW is holding close, though? That was kind of the bait and switch that they were looking for, but Singularity just not pushing into it quite yet.
Now, what's the eventual plan? Oh, NSW receives a pop flash from his teammate, pushes in, down goes bo1. The bombs towards the B side, so they could either turn this into an A wrap or an A fake towards the B side. Problem being, Tempest. They got a guy on top of the broken wall, guy watching drop. The fake is going to have to be a hell of a fake if anybody is going to be drawn over from the Tempest side. Looks like Singularity just want to regroup. Head over towards the A side. Another big pickup by Tempest, though. Now they've lost long control. The rest of Singularity just going to try to run up mid, but there's no smoke for Connector. Finally, one will go down, but the crossfire inside of the bomb site gonna make it hard for Singularity to come through. Is Miko, final victim of the first half. 9-6 for Tempest. And, you know, Singularity won pistol.
Yeah, that's not a fantastic scoreline from them, unfortunately, considering, again, the pistol pickup. You would like to think that would put you in optimal shape to win the half, but not going to be the case. Tempest with quite the lead moving into their T side. And I do want to let you guys know, we do have a new sponsor. You've probably been seeing it in chat quite often as we're spamming away. CSGO 2X, if you guys want to try out their roulette-esque gambling. Again, if you use our referral link, it's just csgo2x.com/RGN, you can get 300 coins for free. So you just need to essentially click on that link and then sign in with your Steam account, and that's all you need to do. You would have 300 coins. So give it a go, and we will be doing a little bit of gambling like we do every broadcast at the end of this map. So stay tuned for that, as well as whether you're with us or against us. Again, you can bet against us, you can bet with us, whatever works. We're usually, I don't know, we've been pretty bad lately, so maybe you want to bet against us. Anyhow, moving forward, second half of play, Singularity. See if they can make it work on their CT pistol.
How fast is it going to be towards B? Not a rush. Lots of smokes being deployed for the connector area. Let's see where these fell. One for drop and one for the double door. So they're really making the USPs take the fight if they want to take them. 3 towards the White Rock for Singularity. Interesting setup, but it's handled.
Yeah, no fun. bo1 is still inside of the smoke here towards Chicken Coop, and Carnese shows up to the scene as well. So it is a 2-on-4. They need to find some heads. Carnese does spot one. Puts him away, but NSW with the trade. bo1, he's been looking good towards B on the T side. Can he be that CT side presence that his team desperately needs as he's trying to fight back and forth between both of these players, but eventually the bullets, they're just too much. He goes down to Z1, and that'll be the round. So double digits here for Tempest.
What a setup by Singularity. I thought that could have worked out better. They had 3 towards White Rock, but how much of that is attributed to the smokes that Tempest put down? They put one front drop and then towards the doors, towards middle connector. And that forces the CTs, if they want to take the fights with the players that are rushing out into B, they have to come out of any potential cover, maybe drop, maybe inside of that connector area. So I like that from Tempest. And Singularity, I don't know if that was the plan to hold 3 at White Rock, or if they were just forced by the smokes of Tempest. And there's 5 men towards B. Or the Tempest side. We do have a little B stack underway. Oh, bo1, he has more targets moving through. This weapon so deadly up close at broken wall, but thankfully Fenny will move out from drop and back and forth this round.
Yeah, 2-on-2. Oh, I thought that Walter may have dropped there as the CZ75 in full effect, but Cyclone with the Deagle finds NSW, and now it's a 1v1. Walter, can he get it done? He doesn't exactly have that long distance weapon. Oh, he picks up, but he's trying to pick up an AK. It's like right beside him. All right. Finally stretches out his arms, and he gets it done, but Cyclone, we'll see how he plays this. Very passive at the moment towards dropping. Walter making a little bit of noise heading up towards the broken wall. Interesting. Might opt to head to the other bomb site. I'm uncertain as to what the plan is.
And he wants to play brain games. And with this, when you go silent in a one-on-one with this amount of time left, it puts a lot of doubt in the CT's mind, because it's up to him to guess the right bomb site. If he doesn't guess the right bomb site, well, then the T has all the post-plant time in the world to set up. But Cyclone doesn't bite on the fake, waits and drop the entire time, and then Walter begins to make some noise. So Cyclone, he's going to have a good idea where Walter is, But he's gonna allow the bomb to go down. Okay, he's just gonna try to secure the frag, creeping around rectangle. Walter, he's gonna have no idea, but his eyes are set on the rectangle. And Cyclone finishes the round with the Deeg. Excellent position. But you gotta wonder, Walter, you're walking that whole time, and then he runs. That set up Cyclone for the positioning.
Yeah, interesting stuff. He did quite a bit of things, and then, yeah, like you had stated, when he runs in the end, kind of negates most of the sneakiness that he was going for. So, anyhow, Tempest not able to pick up the follow-up. So, Singularity, that was kind of their ticket more or less back into the match in my eyes. Not that it would have been impossible to come back after Tempest secured Pistol, or well, they did secure Pistol, but the 2 rounds after that as well. But it would have been very difficult, that's for certain. So, this gives Singularity a chance, and oh man, we have an AWP on Carney's. Interesting. I'm surprised that he would glass cannon on this round, but I guess, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like it, Laser.
I mean, it's dangerous when you come in for the rotate. You could just donate an op over towards the Tempest side, but they are going with the force by themselves. And the smoke work has been good towards this B side whenever the take is initiated. Tempest, oh, Benny's gonna fall to the fire and dies in a goofy way. As Tempest begin their bust. Zepton, he's behind the tree though. Tempest haven't checked it. They have no idea Zepton will get 2 for his position. Tempest trading back, though. That's NSW with 2, and they should be able to get the bomb down, but no utility for them.
Oh, what a nade. NSW put down to 15 hit points or so. They're going to boost him up, though. And this might be the shots he's looking for. Finds one at a second. Creates a 1v1. Walter now versus Cyclone. And we'll see if he can bring it back. The previous 1v1, we get a rematch here as Cyclone. He's going to make his way all the way over towards the bomb. He's already on it, and this has got to cue Walter to rush on over. But is he going to be able to get there in time? He hops over, and that's going to provide Cyclone with the opportunity to just put him down. And, of course, plenty of time to find the defuse. So, again, Cyclone coming out on top.
Yeah, winning the one-on-one again versus Walter. Gotta be frustrating if you're the Walter. The Walter. 10.
The Walter.
For Tempest, still Singularity. Looking at the money. Tempest, they're just going to force buy again. They realize how low they're keeping that money of Singularity. But at what point do you got to save up and go for, you know, a full buy? I expect them to stop force buying if they lose this one, even if they get the numbers down to just 1 again. Who knows? I might be wrong there. But they're liking the entry into B, and I don't blame them because they have the take down pat, and the flashes and everything are good. But this time, Basso's on top of the broken wall. He has the MP. Not sure he was expecting the force buy to come out. Let's see it one more time. Are the flashes good for Tempest? They throw 1 set, wait, and then throw another set. Basso, so blind on top of broken for Tempest. They only commit 1 guy to try to take down Basso, and he's still up.
He's still up there lurking, and eventually, oh, Z1 finally spots him out, but he's so low that Z1 can't really afford to take that fight, and they still haven't gotten the bomb down. Walter is inside of the drop down, but this is a very squirrely round, as we'll see Singularity. They've got 2 members coming through the connector door, but so still from that broken wall area. Him and Rami taking an extended duel. That MP9 just not good at range, but it's Walter. Again, all alone. He does find Carney's, now in a 1v2, but they're already tapping the bomb here, and I think Basso, he's just sticking it. He doesn't have a kit, though, and he's not going to be able to just sit on it, but he finds the kill in the end. Walter just not able to find these. He's been the last man standing the last 3 and just hasn't been able to put it away.
And that one was probably the closest, as he did get 2 in 1-on-3. So, bomb down for Tempest. 1 guy surviving. I'm going to get my answer. Do they just keep force buying? Let's find out. And, yeah, I think they're finally going to... Nope. They're going to force buy. All right, they're going to keep it going. If you're Singularity, yeah, the rounds are getting close, but you're winning every single one of them. They haven't built up a bank, but every buy that they're coming against is not fully stocked. And I think Tempest armed with full utility doing one of their B executes. That's probably their best bet. However, we haven't seen much of them towards the A side just yet. We're going to see it this round, though. 1 man faking towards the B side for Tempest. The rest ready to bust out of A.
So we can see Cyclone is falling off along A. Carney's with that op. He actually heads back towards B, and it's going to be Walter taking some damage early. The only presence towards that broken wall B area, just to keep the CTs honest, and Cyclone has to play a very big role here as he's positioned towards fence. 1 player's been allowed up middle to that half wall. That's Rami. See if you can get anything done from there, as he will be spotted. He goes down to Cyclone immediately. Cyclone finds a second one off of it as he quickly looks towards long A. Carnies follows it up. And it's NSW and Walter to try and salvage this round, but Singularity 1 kill away from tying up this match 10-10 as NSW falls 1 frag. And finally, Singularity, they're gonna be able to survive with 3. They do retrieve that AWP as well, and maybe this will allow a little bit of a foothold, economically speaking, but still not a fantastic spot.
Yeah, it's a pretty dry A take. Cyclone, nice 2 kills, and then Carnies, he's left alone in the window. Just putting down people with the AWP. A hard fight for AKs to take at that distance. And now Tempest going to bust into B one more time. I expect Tempest next round to be a full B take with all the utility and such. And might not see Tempest go back towards the A bomb site in a while, but wow. Miku goes down cleanly for the jumper of Z1. Tempest continuing into the connector area, but it looks like it's on lockdown at this point. Walter will reply, but Zepton from the bomb site. So that's 11 now for Singularity. And will Tempest B take work? That's going to dictate a lot of the match.
Yeah, let's see how this continues. Tempest haven't been able to take anything other than pistol round on their T side, and not boding well. Singularity in the lead here. And you can see, again, not a lot, economically speaking, for that CT side. Again, 4,400 and 4,800. Everybody else fairly broke, but Tempest with that buy, Z1 with the op. They have that full utility, and we'll see if Tempest can finally find the round they've been looking for, as deep smoke towards the broken wall. Besso kind of stands on top of a nade there, but brought down to 60. Early action towards the drop-down area. We see a 1-for-1. Quite a bit of damage to Walter, but not a bad situation for Tempest, as they look to be lurking back towards A.
Yeah, nice trade by Walter. At least getting that in there. Otherwise, a 5-on-4 for Singularity would have been quite nice. Walter did take a ton of damage from a incendiary falling off of the drop area. Tempest one more time towards A. This time they got more utility. But again, Carnies, he's been looking okay with the op. He's pushed up by APC this time. This setup can be vulnerable. It's hard to offer assistance to your mid player with anything but nades. Because then, of course, you're vulnerable from the long angle. And now they're peeking out. Oh, big entry by Rami. Now Carnies, he's at the back of the APC, but he's got a lot of positions to worry about as Tempest are creeping out middle and the broken wall. This round's so vital, and there it goes. Z1 onto Carnies. Off goes his head. And that's going to cue the save.
Yeah, Carnies, he was able to leg one player as they were coming out long A, but other than that, he kind of spotted a player that jumped across his crosshair, and then a flash rang out, and again, he took a shot, but only legged a player, and with that mid player going down as well, caught in an awful situation. Singularity, considering their monetary situation, I imagine they'll force buy in the next round, being that they have 2 players, well, one at 5,100, one at 4,400, and again, they will get 1,400 for losing this round, but I imagine they'll just have one player with like a 5-7 armor or something to that effect, and give themselves a shot at the next round. But Tempest, maybe this is where they start rolling, as they survive with 4, and that'll be great for their financial situation.
I expected Tempest to go with the hard B play in the last round, given their success opening it up with just pistols and utility, but no, they split up. Go for the slower default style play. They take the engagement towards drop, go 1-for-1, slow it down, split onto the A-bomb site. But they did find some really sick entries. I don't know if that's going to happen again. That setup from the CT side, I was pointing out. Pretty much you're holding both middle and long solo when you're set up like that. Got to win those duels. Tempest going with a similar play here. Just spread out. Maybe Singularity will give him something. Miku, he's stuck with the Mag 7, the only player that couldn't get a rifle out given the economy. We'll have a battle towards long, though. This is the first time we've seen this setup from Singularity.
Oh, man. Z1. Oh, he flashes. That was interesting. He flashes, and I'm wondering if NSW was supposed to peek off of that flash before it pops, like, because there is just that one tick on the wall, and maybe they turn away. Anyhow, Z1 finds the refrag. Cyclone right back at him, though, and it will be a 4-on-3, and this is a very important round for Singularity. Can't afford to drop it, whereas the T's, they have a little bit of money, but, ooh, we got Carnies disconnecting. That's not a good situation, as will be Cyclone going down, and now a 3-on-3.
I think Tempest will realize they forgot the bomb in just a moment here. Seeing Singularity, they're already playing retake before the bomb has even gone down. In similar position to Connector on Mirage, Rami, he can start flanking in, as now Singularity will be fixated on this A bomb site. And wow, Tempest, they're going to turn this into a fake. And this makes Rami's position so viable. Now the bomb will begin rotating towards the B side. Singularity still think it's an A take. Rami doesn't have to commit to this flank, but there's no way Singularity will expect Rami to be here.
Yeah, and he does take down Zepton. Meko's like, yeah, that's difficult. I don't think it's going to be very easy for me to go through Connector now. Now is it? But ends up walking through. Looks like he might just grab the AK and save. That is going to be the case. So a lot of that round dictated on what we saw towards long A, that setup and such. And again, it is going to be Tempest able to take this one, and we'll see how Singularity can react. As looks like we're going to see another close map. We saw in their upper bracket match, again, was 2-0 for Tempest, but it was 16-14 both times, and looks like we might have a repeat.
Going to be a close one. Definitely coming down to the wire. Singularity's long setup, I thought it worked. I mean, they went 2 for 1, I believe, or something in there. They got the initial duel and then traded off. But the guy tried to fall back towards the spammable position. And since they were playing double long, Tempest, they were allowed up in the mid area and then denied the fall back to the bomb site. And everything fell apart from there for Singularity. This Tempest even turned it into a fake. Kind of almost a good thing that they forgot the bomb, but it's all the entries. Singularity. Carney's going with the op. Ooh. I mean, if they're planning on buying in the next, Carney's is going to have nothing. Maybe just a mag 7. Double molly's going down. Besso pushes another one. This guy's insane. He rushes all the way in. No teammates at his back. Nothing. Just goes hard.
And coming out of drop down, Zepton gets blindsided. Cyclone's gonna fall. Carney's only gets a single shot out of his AWP. And now only Meko. 1 shot, 1 kill onto NSW, but then he puts him down. And oh boy. I thought that may have worked out a little bit better. Carney's with that op. They go for the boost and drop down first and foremost. Wasn't able to find... I thought maybe you'd find something there, but I think they just rained some nades enough that he wanted to just find another spot. And then I think they even saw that he had that op fairly early, because when they were pushing drop, I think they spotted him as he was running to the next room over. But anyhow, it's going to be Tempest 13-11. Pause coming in as one of the players on the CT side. Did disconnect, but they're back. So, again, Singularity without a lot of money here, but looks like the call's been made. Carney's going with the mag, and they will be buying.
Yeah, that's why I was critical of the op in the previous round. But hey, this is Cobble. And mag 7s, I pretty much can play everywhere on this map with them. Maybe not so much mid, though there are some close angles that you can play with it. But definitely the drop down in the broken wall area. The only time it really gets you in trouble when it comes to a retake scenario. Tempest going 5 towards B. And if they go quickly, maybe this mag 7 of Carney's can show up. And yeah, they're going to go fast. They're going straight into the drop down. Singularity has everybody towards the rectangle and inside a drop down. Very soft on the broken wall, though they do have Zepton boosted up. Singularity, they dropped their first player, but the trade is there for Zepton. They're trying to stagger the take, but it's simultaneous from drop down and broken wall at the same exact time. And Rami and NSW now in a 2-on-1, 1-on-1. Can Cyclone do it again?
1-on-1 versus Rami this time around. And yeah, Cyclone has been good in these 1v1 situations. Okay, switching to the mag. He's like, where's... I want an automatic rifle. That would be great. Okay, he finds one. 9 bullets. We'll go for the reload. He's plenty of time. Cyclone with the positioning. Oh, man, just crouch peeks towards the broken wall. That was an interesting way to go about that. I guess Cyclone just hungry for information on where he was at and thinking maybe he can catch him off guard with that. But I was thinking... Cyclone, in previous rounds, we saw with that one round where he had that deagle, he was so patient. So I'm a little surprised that he doesn't allow the T to maybe come to him rather than peeking out. Again, crouch peeking at that angle as well. Like, that broken wall, that platform is, it's a good angle for anybody up there because there's only a little bit of your body showing. Anyhow, nonetheless, 14-11.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bad play at all. I mean, it's just nice by Rami that he's aware I think the guy could be peeking at that position. So, one player at A for Singularity, and this is not a good look at all. Singularity going with a B stack, only Cyclone here, and he's got a nump. And he's going to allow them into the bomb site, but then NSW checks it. The retake, pretty much for Singularity's tournament life. Winner of this will move on to the closed qualifier. Singularity trying to bust on through. 2 in return. NSW maintaining the advantage for Tempest, though he's just barely surviving. 2 hit points. At least he's not susceptible to a nade death or something like that, but still, that's his 3rd now, and make that 4. NSW, little HP, big frags.
Yeah, this guy's nuts, and he had a really sick round that I'm remembering back against Leisure. They lost 2-0, but on Dust 2, he had a round where he aced, and I think that was on the CT side, and it was just so sick. Do you remember that? The spray control from him? He jumped up, it was on the A-bomb side, and he jumps up, there's a player at the second set of boxes, and there's one on Cat, and one bit of spray with the M4A1S just sprays both of them down, complete saves. It was so sick. But,
I mean, it looked just robotic.
Yeah.
The way he was able to transfer it, like it was an aimbot or something. Maybe I'm on to something, Chad. It's the second time I've called him out this game.
SW again doing big things. Basso, he's been doing big things as well. As looks like the CTs, they're not done here. They're going to take down 3, and that's Basso doing all the work. As Fenny and Walter left up, they're both towards drop. They put down 2. Zepton falling very low as well, and this round not over.
Flank's on its way. I'm not sure if Walter will be ready for this. Yeah, Carnies 100% of the time gets that kill. And since Walter was just boosted up, 100% on Fenny's position. Singularity definitely know where he is. And that's just good CT side work at the beginning of the rounds with utility. Singularity, they smoked off drop and molly drop. Tempest were trying to fight from drop and support their Broken Wall teammates, but Singularity was just allowed to focus all their attention on Broken Wall because they stopped the drop.
So 3 rounds to force overtime here. We'll see if they can bring us that far. I'd like to see some overtime. Specifically, it's a best of 1, right? So, brought all these people here. Might as well show them some overtime action, but we'll see how it pans out if Singularity is up to the task, as we'll see lots of players outside of a middle, Fenny, as well as NSW and Z1, as they get aggressive towards long A. Carnies just playing passive with the op, and actually it's going to be Basso finding Rami early towards long B area. So Tempest going down a player. This is exactly what Singularity is looking for. And again, Carnies, we'll see if he can find a shot eventually as these players are pushing up long.
And Tempest has been doing a decent job of juking this angle. And Carnies has taken a different one this time. He's quite close. Might be able to hit it this time. Ooh, good flash. A silent one. Forces Carnies off, but he's going to hit the second shot. Where's the trade?
Wow.
Carnies denies NSW. Nice follow-up to that first shot with Benny. Dangerous from bottom of middle, and then he's working his way up. Wow, Miku just rushes into the smoke. He wanted to get it done with the Mag 7. That's Carnies' 3rd. Walter, 0% clutch rate so far, and it's going to continue. It was brutal, sorry.
Oh boy, Carnies. Man, can't believe he hit those 2 shots. It was very, very nice. The first one, very swift, and of course the second one just and just closes the door on those long A players. Quite literally, slams it shut. And 2 rounds left. 2 rounds left. We're going to see overtime, that is. In Tempest, they have very little coming into this round, so one more gun round. That's all Singularity needs to do, and of course they need to fend off this pistol rush as it heads towards middle.
I'm thinking whatever Tempest invested is too much coming into the next round. If they don't get a bomb plant, they've kind of hamstring themselves with what they'll be able to buy for the final round to attempt to close the match. But ooh, Tempest, they do make their way out of spammable. As Carnies, looks like he's connecting onto a lot of legs of Tempest. There's 2 frags, but it's not going to matter much. Singularity, they got enough for the buy. Will be okay. But yeah, look at the money of Tempest. Is it worth it to buy the Tech 9 P250 in exchange for potentially a smoke or a nade this round?
Oh man, I can't believe this is down to 15 to 14 right now. If Tempest just steals it and they've now won 3 maps in a row versus Singularity in 16 to 14 fashion, that's got to be so frustrating for Singularity. You've been so close. We'll see if they can find overtime and actually find the win here, as it's very important, obviously. Tournament life on the line. Tempest you got to think if it goes to overtime, they'll be a little upset as had opportunities to close.
Is that like 15-10, I think?
I believe that was the case. Yeah, we've seen 3 now in a row, so 15 to 11. There's
lots of chances to close for sure.
Plenty.
Where does Tempest want to go with this? They have a guy boosted up at mid, Cyclone for Singularity. That's some good positioning there. If Tempest want to work slowly, generally that position will grant you at least 1. Probably even more. Singularity beginning to shift an additional player towards the A side. They got 2 in connector. And if Tempest put down those similar smokes, or do they put it in front of drop and they put it in front of middle, that will be really effective against this setup of Singularity. And with the setup inside of the bomb site, we have bo1 and Carnese. But bo1, he's been doing work close at the drop. Now he'll be back at the coop as the take begins. And yeah, Tempest, they're just going to go 5 broken wall. And I don't mind this.
Here we go. As it comes down to this, we've watched a lot of Counter-Strike in this map, and this round is going to dictate whether we're going to see more. Rami finding bo1 early.
Ooh.
But Carnese right back at him, finds Z1. I don't know how he found that shot, but smokes are down, and Carnese falls NSW to do the damage. They haven't planted the bomb, though, and eventually they go for it, but 2-on-3 as Meko, he's able to creep on up. Now a 2-on-2. Walter and Fenny both at the broken wall. Fenny taking so much damage, but he puts down Meko. Cyclone, he's done it in the 1v1s previous, but now he has to do it in the 1v2 to keep the dream alive, avoiding flash after flash. And this crossfire, it's just so volatile. How do you hop up without going down? And that's going to be the question, and you don't is the answer. 16-14, Tempest do it again.
Won that. That was really close. Walter down to 12 HP. Cyclone knew that he had to do a 180, so he didn't even finish his food with that kill, because he knew if I don't kill him immediately, well, then the trade is instant. And he actually turned around and flicked the guy with the 180. So sick play there. But I think Tempest, I mean, with when they set up when they're allowed to set up at broken wall and commit to their take, Singularity, I think the main danger, or their main threat, is at that broken wall with bo1, and Carnese and bo1 both got mollied out when the take began. And right then and there, that kind of jostles you out of your position, and that's difficult when the rest of your teammates are smoked off. So I like the take from Tempest, and what a way to close it. And again, 16-14.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it was 16-14 again. That's got to be so painful again for Singularity. But Tempest, they're going to be moving forward. And again, although they move forward in the open qualifier here, they have secured a position in the closed qualifier. So if they do drop out eventually in the rest of this lower bracket, they will have another chance to make it into the Pro Series. So congratulations to them, and we'll see if they can make it all the way through the lower bracket. And who knows, maybe that Pro Series spot is destined for them, as if they win the open qualifier, that is the prize. So anyhow, guys, you know what time it is. We're going to do some gambling. So head on over if you guys want to witness it in live time and bet against us or with us, one of the two. Head on over to csgo2x.com. If you guys haven't been there, use our referral. It's just csgo2x.com/RGN. Just click on that link, and essentially, if you sign in with your Steam account, you get 300 coins for free. So give it a go. And again, we usually do pretty poorly, so maybe you want to go against us. Actually, Laser's had some times where he's done really well, but in my experience, I've done very poorly. So
you just got to ride it out,
right?
I'm not one of the bettors that pussyfoots to say. I go deep, and you gotta. It's 2016. I can't say be a man about it. You gotta take it with stride. You gotta win big or lose big. We'll get in on this next roll. Try to get a feel. Some gamblers will hover around the roulette, try to check out the juju, make sure the vibe's right. So you can do that from your computer here on csgo2x.com. A lot of people have their methodology of how they go about predicting what it's going to be. We have three reds, so the laws of probability dictate that it's probably going to be black. But if you got that hard read and you feel it in your gut, I'm going 10. Let's go 10,000 on red.
All right, producer man, gonna set it up. As you guys can see, the RGN spec account, that would be us. So again,
I do recommend betting against us, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I would as well. We've been yeah, not so great, but you could make a lot of money.
I mean, couple of double ups, and then you can turn like your default skin into a stat track, no problem. And yeah, the bad luck continues. I hope anybody betting against us is happy. We're gonna continue the streak, and now we're gonna go on red again. So
Can we
let's
put
go
some on green
20,000
too?
on red.
Can we just like, can we go for, I've seen some people do this style. I don't know if you recommend this, but like some people will always put a little bit on green every time, just like a little. Are you with these people or are you against them, Laser?
You know, I'm all in when I bet. There's no spreading the bets out.
All right, well, we put 5K on green, so just in case. I appreciate it, Producer Polar. Just in case, so we'll see. Now, well, if you bet on black, then again, against me and Laser, it's a sure win. It really is, but
pretty much. Let's see it.
Oh,
and
man.
the green.
All right, well, you
Not
got your
quite.
red in there. I had a feeling, but it was a feeling that, yeah, wasn't quite correct.
I wish I had someone like me to bet against when I'm playing, because I'm 100% wrong. The last 7 bets we've done on stream, I'm 0 for 7.
Mr. Producer, how many coins do we have? Oh man, let's go with 100,000 on red.
All right, maybe you got the luck today. But again,
I'm
CSGO2times.com/RGN and get yourself a couple hundred free coins. I mean, you double it up right there. You get yourself up to a nice little skin that you can.
Oh man, I can't even watch this.
Are you right, Chad? You're wrong. That's 0 for 8. We have no luck here. I hope your guys' luck is better.
Oh my god. That is ridiculous. Was that a 26 then? Oh, was it 26?
All right, so I think we've effectively lost pretty much everything.
No. I think we had, what, 450,000 or something to that effect. So I think I just got rid of 100.
All right, let me show you how to do it. We're going all in on red right here and now. Bet it all, producer man. This is how I gamble. You know, you're at the casino, you're playing blackjack for a while, and then at the end, you just go all in, and then double up or nothing.
So if you guys are unaware, that's $365 that we just put on red, and we... Oh god! Oh god!
You know, that's the way she goes.
Oh god! Oh, it hurts so good.
That's just the way she goes.
Oh man!
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed betting against us.
You probably would have made a lot of money. Okay. Whew, what a rush! I felt the rush, Laser. I felt the rush.
You know, gamble responsibly. I mean,
the RGN bounce equals 0, said someone in chat.
I'm showing you how to not do it, or how to do it. You win big, lose big, Chad.
Right? Exactly. Live by the sword, die by the sword. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it. Hopefully, you guys have much more better luck than us. We'll be doing these segments every time we broadcast. So again, make sure you guys bring some coins and bet against us, because that seems to be a very viable thing to do. Anyhow, very enjoyable. Hope you guys enjoyed that match. It was a very close one, and yeah. Hopefully we see more of those close ones moving forward. Again, congratulations to Tempest. So, hope you guys enjoyed. That is it for our matches for today. We don't have any North American stuff going on. Next match should be Sunday, would be my best guess. So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at GoRGNTV. That's where you can go for future match updates. At Sprawl for myself and at LaserJesus as well. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time.
One of the concern of mine about the Bees Money Crew is just being able to consistently come out with those sort of plays and go, oh no, Connor. Yeah. He lines everybody up. They try to bust up Highway with a lineup. Too good, Connor.
I need you more.